Now, we provide both services to these large corporations, but we still see more revenue generated from SEO. It's not sexy, honestly. It's boring. It's not sexy. I love it because it makes money, but you should spend at least 60, 70% of your time there because it's more long run. See, the problem with social media is you put up content, you get that hit, you got to keep creating more and more. With SEO, once you're getting the traffic, if I take a month vacation, I'm still generating that traffic and that sales.
You're about to listen to the best of TSP. This is a collection of content from workshops and conferences that we've done over the years because we want to help you grow and expand your business. So do me a favor, lean in, pay attention, and listen now. So for people watching, if they're trying to balance it, they're like a solopreneur trying to balance it, how much time would you say they should be investing into SEO versus social, or is it some type of mix they should do?
So I'll give you an idea. With our ad agency, bless you. Sorry about that. My wife sneezed.
No problem.
With our agency, we have hundreds and hundreds of clients, literally over 700 clients. We have 7 offices globally. When you look at that and we look at the data on social versus SEO, we tend to see 70 to 80% of its revenue versus organic social. Now, I'm removing paid ads from this equation, right? I'm just looking at organic social, like getting love from social versus love from SEO. Now, we provide both services to these large corporations, but we still see more revenue generated from SEO. It's not sexy, honestly. It's boring. It's not sexy. I love it because it makes money, but you should spend at least 60, 70% of your time there because it's more long run. See, the problem with social media is you put up content, you get that hit, you got to keep creating more and more. With SEO, once you're getting the traffic, if I take a month vacation, I'm still generating that traffic and that sales. That's what's beautiful about it. It's once you put in the work, if you put in the same amount of time you put in social after a year, and then you put SEO in cruise pilot a year after, you're still getting all that traffic and that revenue without much work, while social, you have to keep putting in the effort every day in and out. But ideally, you should do both, not just one. Yeah. I do it all because might as well, you can make money on both ends.
I love it. Hey, Christy Alexander said, for your number 5 point about updating your content, are there specific types of updates that Google prefers? For example, adding photos or text or backlinks?
Sure. It's whatever makes it more relevant. So if I have an article on MySpace, I wouldn't update it. I would delete it because no one cares about MySpace anymore, right? Or if I had an article on Vine, which was Twitter's old video network that they bought, I would delete it because it doesn't exist anymore. But on the flip side, if I have an article on TikTok, I may update it to talk about the US ban, to talk about, how it doesn't work in India, how maybe Oracle or Walmart or whoever these days is buying it out. Or I may update it with its latest numbers. Or I may update it, they got an ad platform. Here's how you set up ads. So whatever makes it more usable for people, that's the best thing to do. Don't just go in and update and add one sentence here or there. Because if you don't really need to add a sentence to update it and it's good, then you're fine. Don't update for the sake of it. Update if you can make it better for the user.
I love it. Next question. Gerald said, can you speak on broken backlink building and how effective it is in regards to SEO?
Sure. So broken backlink building, smart move there. Broken backlink building, what that is there's so many links around the internet and there's a lot of websites that go down. There's a lot of tools like Moz, M-O-Z, and Ahrefs that tell you when links are broken to your competition. And what you can do is hit up those websites and be like, hey, I know this link is dead. This provides a terrible user experience. I got a similar page on my website. Feel free and link to it. And that works like a charm, which then boosts your rankings.
Awesome. Lots of questions, right? Lots of questions coming in. Someone said, Gabby said, how do hashtags rank in Google? Does Google pull searches from social media?
Google does. So hashtags help more social media than SEO. It's a way for people to find you. Google doesn't pull too much from that, but they do have data deals with, let's say, Twitter and some of the social networks where they're seeing what's popular and trending right then and there so they can adjust their algorithm. So that they're pulling for, but not necessarily are they pulling a specific hashtag. they're pulling in like literally all the data, right? They're like licensing it from, let's say, Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or any one of those big providers.
All right, that's good. So we got a good question came in from Brandlin on the other side of links, right? She says she has a blog and she gets a lot of people to come asking her if they can add a link, add their link to her website, right? Should she have requirements that she has to allow people to add their link, or should she just focus on getting other people to link back to her?
Get people to link back to you. It doesn't matter about you focusing on linking to other people. When you're writing content, you're creating stuff, naturally you'll link out to places. Like if you're citing sources, you'll link out to wherever you're getting your information from, or if there's another service, or if there's traffic, sales, and profit that everyone's talking on, they're writing blog posts about attending, you're naturally going to link out to it.
Awesome. Hey, when you were talking about the translating your site into different languages, and I saw you share that, I think once maybe at a trafficking conversion or digital marketing event or something. And one time, did you mention that there are some platforms or softwares that automate that for you?
So if you're using WordPress, check out Transposh. It can help do it for you automatically. It's not the best, but it's better than nothing. And then you can have people go in there and manually fix stuff that needs to be edited or fixed. And then other than that, if you want to do it all manual, you can check out Upwork.com, which is pretty affordable.
Awesome. We had another question came in. Someone was asking about their platform, because they said they're on a platform like Wix. And for something like Wix, like are they still going to be able to get SEO ranking if it's not like WordPress or something, something else that may be a little more open?
Yep. Wix is like an 8 or 9 or $10 billion company. They're massive. They're publicly traded. Just think of it this way. If you can run Super Bowl ads, you can bet that these guys are going to make sure their platform's SEO friendly.
Awesome. Hey, Neil, what are some of the biggest, mistakes you see people make when it comes to SEO, specifically around e-commerce?
The biggest mistake we're seeing around e-commerce is people just aren't giving it the time and energy. So with e-commerce right now, you're selling a lot of products. You're getting more reviews. People love those reviews. You have the star ratings and stuff like that based on your products, 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5, 4.5, whatever it may be. But they're not being patient. See, Google doesn't just rank a website really quickly. It takes 6 months to a year to really see amazing results. It doesn't mean that you can't make money and see results from SEO in 3 months. I'm just saying it really takes a long time. So being consistent, continually making your products better, continually trying to get more reviews and content, user-generated content, right, which is reviews. That's what allows you to do better in the long run. Continually adding cross-links within your e-commerce sites. What I mean by that is, when you go on Amazon and you look at a product, it'll say other related products or people also bought this. Those are cross-linking. You're linking your products together, which also help them rank higher too in the long run.
Awesome. Hey, when you talked about updating content, that must have just sparked a lot of people's minds. We got a lot of questions about that. Could you just take a second and go deeper back into that point? Because we had, and I'll share a few of the questions and you can kind of cover them all probably at once. Someone asked, could you provide more details regarding how your team is updating the existing content? Somebody else said, should we update the title too, or just the content? And then they want to know, what are they actually updating? So what does that look like for your team?
So let me give the steps, okay? And this works for both e-commerce sites, B2C, B2B, it doesn't matter what niche you're in, okay? First off, go to Google Search Console. It's a free tool, or Google Webmaster Tools, whatever you want to call it. It's the same name or same product. Google it, put your website in there, sign up. It'll tell you your traffic over time through Google and how they're viewing your website. It'll show your pages. Look at the pages that are getting less traffic over time. Not more, look at the pages that are getting less traffic over time. And it'll show you in a graph which one's going down. Those are the pages that need to be updated because there's something about those pages that Google doesn't like, so they're actually pushing them down in the rankings, giving them less traffic too. That's one, how you first find the pages. Second is, you wanna go to those pages, and Google Search Console shows you what terms those pages used to also rank for. So Google those terms and look for the people who are ranking ahead of you and be like, what do they have that I don't have? What makes their pages better than mine? Then go into your page and update it to make it better based on what you see in the competition. You don't want to update your URL. Keep the URL the same. You want to update the content to make it better, maybe the videos, maybe the images, maybe your title, maybe the description, and then you want to republish. When you republish that page and you're updating it, change the publish date. So if it's posted, a year ago, you update it today, you would show October 3rd, 2020. So that way Google knows you updated your e-commerce page, your blog post, whatever it is, your product page, your landing page. They know that you updated it and it's fresh for today. Doesn't mean you got to submit that date and put it on the page. Google can see that date in the code because most of these CMSs that you guys use will have a published date in there as well.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Traffic, Sales, and Profit Show. Hey, do me a favor. If you enjoyed what you heard today, subscribe and follow us on this platform right now to make sure you do not miss a beat as we drop new episodes and additional content every single week. Also, if you'd like to get access to a free paperback copy of my book, access to the TSP Traffic, Sales, and Profit free Facebook group, our challenges, resources, our events, and more, make sure you visit us at www.trafficsalesandprofit.com/podcast.